Welcome back to an episode of We still have to figure out how, well, not really figure out, I kinda know what I'm gonna do, but anyway, we have to fiddle with the squeaky chair, which, there we go, now it's squeaking still, but this is not the main thing we are going to focus on. We are going to focus on research, especially scaling up this blue stuff here, which is put in my inventory now, a little bit, once, right? But I want to scale the whole thing up a little bit. And this is a wee bit messy. I kind of built the whole stuff, but I don't really scale this up. The reason for this is actually quite simple. I don't have the copy and paste mechanic yet. So, what about that one? Blueprint book? No. This shortcut requires the construction robotics technology. Ah, okay. So let's look at this. Robotics, construction robots, construction robotics. There we go. That's the thing that I need. And then I can do blueprints, which ghost rebuild timeout, plus 168 hours. What is that? What do they mean by this? Personal robot board. That's cool. So you can also order robots to build stuff. Yeah. Anyway, if I have robots that build for me, then everything is fine. And then I need an awful lot of them in my personal bag that just do my bidding. And then I can just copy and paste the whole thing and don't have to place everything by hand. Which, yeah, takes a little while. Only problem is I need to get there first, and there are some researches. That's something that I still have to do there. So let's see. Let's just place all of the research material in here to store it. And I wanted to scale up a blue research thingy right here. Actually, I want to scale up everything in here. But I think it would be unwise to do that, because then I would also need like the red stuff and the green stuff as well. But I have tons of those in my main base down here. So it would be nice if I just build myself a belt system all the way down here to just insert the blue stuff from up here down there. It might be a wee bit messy this way, but I would say this could help me in the long run. Hopefully. Only thing I would need in order to make this work is an awful lot of belt systems in order to be made. That's the only thing. Anyway, but first we need to scale up the blue stuff a little bit. So let's just only focus on the blues. Also, let's get rid of these things here. I mean, they're just blinking and they don't have a real purpose there. So, let's see. This thing here, right? We can just copy and paste that. The thing is, we copy and paste the building. We don't really copy and paste. Yeah, we copy and paste the building, but we don't copy and paste the recipe as well. That would be sweet. So can you like... No, can't reach. Like control is just taking things out. Control and Q maybe? No, you can't do this. This is the only thing that you can do, but I don't want to copy the building. I want to copy everything inside the building. Maybe there's a shortcut for that. Let's see. Controls, and we want to copy. Copy. There we go. Copy entity settings. Shift and right mouse button. And copy tool. Control and C. Yeah. Control and C. Oh! Makes... Heh! Come on, it's the most basic of the basic copy things that you can do. Control and C, and then it's like Control V, right? A basic Windows shortcut, right? It's a basic Windows shortcut. But the thing is, you don't really know that there is something like a basic Windows shortcut in the game that is not Windows. Like, okay. I would think of this as a, like, in this case I can do this. I can copy the whole thing. Actually, and now ghosts are being placed here. The thing is, though, it's only these settings that are especially set in here. How do I get rid of this? How do I I can copy that, but how do I delete stuff like that? Control copy, Control V, Control X. Oh, okay. Oh, that's sweet. It's Control X. What's Control Y though? And let's press Q. Control Y does nothing, but yeah, Control X is the snippet tool, and with this, oh wait. Let's see what happens if you place a chest in here. Actually, let's place them like that. Control X these and place them over here. Yeah, and then robots will actually do it for me if I would have robots, that is. But this is definitely a good thing. Only problem is Control X. I can Control X these, but now they are X'd out, but they are not gone. I need the robots in order to make that. The other way would be to place like this thing, but in ghost mode. So you have to hold down Shift, place these things, right? And then what you do is, can you actually interact with this? Well, you can place that stuff. All right. Anyway, let's place one of those, and then what I can do is just copy and place the ghosts. But it's ghosts we are moving about. In this case, it's a nice way of making sure that everything is set up beforehand, as long as we don't have the... And this thing is not going anywhere. Perfect. Construction robotics, construction robotics, construction robotics. It's this one. Okay, this one needs robotics, needs electric engines, needs lubricant. And this one needs, of course, advanced oil processing. Oh, wait a minute. This is also a thing. Advanced oil processing. Advanced oil processing actually starts with a split of this thing's output. Because now we have advanced oil processing. These products are 45 petroleum gas and 55 petroleum gas. Interestingly enough, this one does not even need water in order to work, right? That's actually quite interesting. You can just make it go without water, but this one uses water in order to get rid of all of that stuff. And this is the wrong input. Sadly, you cannot switch those around. That would be sweet. That would really be sweet. Too bad. In this case, I need to adjust the pipes a wee bit, so that this one is going down like so, then sideways like that, and then I can go with an underground pipe like this, and like that. That one gets... That was stupid. That was absolutely stupid. That was so stupid. Okay, anyway. This thing always needs water. Very interesting. Where have I placed the water? This one goes in here, in here, in here. And then it basically ends up all the way up here. I think what I'm going to do is do that. Then I'm going to split this upwards in order to give myself the thing again. Actually, I think this one can be a wee bit larger, right? Something like that would actually work. Yes. Then I'm gonna switch that up here, up there, and then I'm gonna make a little bend in the Y shape, and it's working. Perfect. Now, I can then take some light and heavy stuff all the way out of here, and I would definitely store it in somewhere. I just don't know exactly where that would be. But let's just take this way to the left. So I have an easier way of getting it. Or maybe somewhere to the top, to the bottom. I mean, the bottom is where all the buildings are. And I probably need it exactly there. So I'm going to switch it to the western part there a little bit. So let's go further west. So this one goes maximum distance. Like so. Same as that one. There we go. And then I could also maybe take more petroleum out of here. Just to make it a wee bit easier. So this one is taken out completely. There we go. We can take all of that out. Perfect. And now I can attach onto that. Let's see. Let's just make sure that we know exactly what's in it. So this is why there's this little upper pipe section that we're going to place in here. Very, very neat, very, very neat. Oh, look at that. The icon of the building itself is not behind the character, so we always know what's there. That's perfect. Some games actually ignore that. Alright, so what is it that I wanted to do? I want to make something with it. Problem is I don't know what. And again, I place one of those. So, what can I make here? I can make a light crack oil to petroleum gas. So, in this case, we just get more petroleum out of it. In this case, we just get more fuel. Generally, more fuel, and that's it. What else do we need? Maybe some sulfuric acid would be nice. Solid fuel again, and more solid fuel. The whole thing is just 12 MJ, 12 MJ, 12 MJ. And it's always 12 MJ. What's the power of coal? 4 MJ. So it's a lot more than that. So when it comes to power, then it's definitely much nicer. Only issue is this might be the only way to make heavy oil cracking to light oil. So this one turns heavy into light oil, and this one turns light oil into petroleum. So you end up utilizing more of the product in there. Pretty neat. And then you can have like different fuel types in here. It says solid fuel. Vehicle acceleration 120%. Well, that's good. That is actually quite nice. It's always the same stats. Pretty neat. Maybe I can just take this instead of oil in order to supply buildings and other stuff with it. So this one can also make a battery, but a battery of course needs some acid in order to work. So we definitely need an awful lot of batteries. So let's make ourselves a sulfuric acid thingy followed by a battery facility. Okay, so this one needs iron plates, sulfur again, and water, interestingly enough. What was the special thing that it actually needed? Wait a minute. Yeah, this one does not need any oil for some reason. Very weird. And this one only needs petroleum gas. So in this case, you don't seem to need any heavy oil stuff there. What about the lubricant? How does that one make? This one is made from the heavy oil. Right. And this one is made with light oil, the rocket fuel. Okay, so this is basically what it will be turned into. The light oil will be turned into rocket fuel, the heavy oil will be the lubricants, and the petroleum will be used in order to get some sulfur, and that sulfur is then used for other purposes. Very interesting. But I need to get the additional crafting recipes first. So, for now, let's get all of these and all of that out of there again. I mean, they do accumulate slowly but surely, right? Right. And I, as I said, needed some sulfur in order to be made. I could just take this and place it on the right there, so I can have just yet another splitter. Let's split this over here. And maybe build this to the right, something like this, followed by of course some underground thingamajiggies, and then there we go. Now we have some sulfur, and there's also a water access point right here, which is perfect. And let's copy and paste. Character is in the way, of course it's in the way, but that was the whole point. So let's get some of these, and I also need some metal. Where is the metal supply? The metal supply is all the way down there, which is also quite nice. So let's just split this one up yet again. Looks like it. Yeah, the thing is, the metal came from here, went down there, but yeah, we can definitely place another splitter down there. Only issue is I need to dig underground to get through here multiple times, which is a wee bit iffy, but doable. So let's see, maybe this one. Oh, very close, very close, very close. What if I get rid of this, but place this one right? Oh, this one is not working. Okay, very, very interesting. Let's just waste the whole thing and build another one. So that one will be placed in here, that one over there, that one over there, that one over there, over there. Perfect. Now the whole thing will be turned upside and to the right. I mean, look at this, right? This is where the steel is going. This is where the iron is going. What I can do, though, is maybe put them all on one belt-ish, yes, and move the whole thing around. Put the steel back into the engines and keep the rest of the steel going forward. But yeah, in this way, we make sure that there's at least a little bit of steel ending up here. Because the rest just gets placed in there. Anyway, we need some inserts for that. That one again needs water and sulfur. Yeah, that one needs to be moved downwards slightly. There we go. Let's see. Actually, let's select the thing first. It doesn't matter where the water's coming from, which is great. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. But we should actually insert it from the western side, so we do not conflict with any input-output thingies there. Just something to keep in mind. So that means this one goes in there, that one goes in there, that one goes in there. That one is going the other way around. And of course we need some of the power. This one again goes into sulfuric acids, and the thing is going strong. Then, after the sulfur, we need a secondary plant, and this one is going to make batteries. And interesting. So we can just take the whole... Oh, wait a minute. We can copy and paste, right? But not buildings. But not buildings. Anyway, we just place this, take this away, turn it into sulfur. The question is how quickly... No, not sulfur, batteries. Brain lag. So, I don't know about the speed at which it can be crafted. So this one says 4 seconds, and this one says 1 second. But it crafts 50 sulfuric acids all the time. 50 sulfuric acids every 1 second. So that means 50 sulfuric acids every 1 second. That means it is 4 times as much, so 200 sulfuric acid per second, which is enough in order to supply this battery thingy. So if we need more of those, right, then we can basically use a little bit of trickery and attach 2 battery thingies onto this thing. So instead of, yeah, instead of placing them like that, we're going to place them like so, and now above those outputs are split between 2 exit points. Maybe you can even split it even more, but I don't want to hassle too much with or mess too much with the pipeline setup. Just saying. Now, I want to split the water supply a wee bit, so that means we're going to attach the water up here from something up there. This one goes up here, and this is sadly the maximum, isn't it? Yeah, that's sadly the maximum. That means we need a few more of those pipes, but we have a decent supply. So, that thing is going strong. Going to pollute the environment a lot. Yeah, 444. That's an awful lot of pollution. And we didn't get attacked though. But I should make it a habit to build gun turrets everywhere. Just give them ammunition. And if there's an enemy just rushing through also, getting close to the bases, they will just get shot. I think that's a very nice idea. And every now and then I just come by and fill them with the stuff again. Just say. Right. How long does it take in order to make this? 1 minute. Interesting. I don't even... As long, right? Yeah, for 2. Interesting. This one is like half a second. This is 8. This is 5. And this is... Ooh, this is an abomination. 3 minutes. So I might be able to do all of that, but only with some time dilation stuff. Right. Now, in order to make this work, we need, of course, again, some iron plates and some copper plates. And iron and copper are coming in from here. Yeah. Actually, I think I attached it wrong. Ish. I could have just taken a split from here and placed the whole thing to the side instead of just attaching to the copper down there. Yeah, that is definitely not a good idea. This one splits the whole thing, though. That's not what we want. But we could just attach onto it again. No. What I'm gonna do is make another splitter and dig underground. So let's see. We're gonna dig underground. Go something like that, and then underground again, in order to arrive on not the other side, because I don't have any more underground belts available. Not cool. What do they need, actually? What do they need? Iron plates. Yeah, I need more iron plates. Thank you. Need more iron plates. So this one is coming out. And now I just need to place another splitter like this. Now it's gonna get split. Perfect. So this one gets split, this one gets split. Now they arrive up here. And now what I'm gonna do is just... I'm gonna move this sideways, so like that. And what's going on? Oh. Okay. So let's just... There. Not move. Override that part, get rid of this stuff, and this thing here has to be placed yet again. And just by sheer accident, I ended up making a very nice setup. Look at that. So this one gets inserted, this one gets inserted, and I need to make the inserter in here somehow. But how? How? If I turn this the other way around, then I could just insert it from top of here. In this case, what I think... I could just insert this one here, though. The problem is I can't just push it through, which is a wee bit iffy. I could... No. This one stays connected, and I don't want to go and place any more underground bells, because that's just a pain. How do I split that? I could make it go sideways, up, and then to the left. It's just a really weird setup, though. Really weird setup. It may even be conflicting with other things. The other way would be to just ignore it, place this one once below, make a splitter in here and move it sideways, and be happy about it. The other way would be to not ignore it, and... come on, let's just get it built. It doesn't matter if it's beautiful or not, as long as it works. So, as long as it works. Right, so this one can be taken out. This one gets placed in there, and of course we need some more electricity. Bam. Nice. This one only needed iron for some reason, right? That's the iffy bit, right? There's an awful lot of copper in here, just getting stuck. But let's just ignore that. It's just part of our waste process. And then what I need to do is I need to get all of the material out of here and place it on in another chest or something. Damn it. Okay, that could work though. If I take this out of here and place this out of there, I can definitely fill a chest with it, like that. The better way would be to just have another belt to go to the right and facilitate all of that. Anyway, let's just lock the whole thing up. Much better. So it does not produce endlessly, just in case. Now, we got ourselves a battery thing set up, which is very perfect for our next step. Let's just take the batteries so that we can craft stuff. And what else do we need? Faster belts would be great. But faster belts are not usable if everything is congested anyway, right? It's only useful if we want to go from one place to another very, very quickly. Or if resources are being produced very slowly or in large intervals, so that there's some downtime happening on the building. But then again, you can just make more and ignore the whole thing and not end up wasting too many resources. I mean, this is stuff that we can use in other ways anyway. So, let's save real quick. And we got ourselves batteries done. Perfect. Actually, let's keep this episode like that and have it purely battery focused. Nice, nice, nice. And with a battery, we can do like other things, I presume. Oh yeah, this one needs more stone bricks. Where do I have stone bricks? Don't have that many. Wait a minute. Is there a stone supply? This one is closest, and then we have stuff that's like really far away. Something over here with 1 million, 5 million, and so on and so forth. There's another with another 1 million in here. There might be another deposit somewhere over here, but I don't quite know where that might be. So, what about this one? Iron plate and electronic circuits. Isn't there like tons of electronic circuits in place? No. As soon as it gets produced, it gets pushed through here, which is very nice. It's very nice. But I want this to be placed in a research facility, not just stuck up in here. In this case, I can just make a belt go down and to the west so it can accumulate. The other way would be to just ignore it, but yeah, no. I need to improve on my blue research a little bit. So, chemical science back. The other way would be to just start building, what's this, belt immunity equipment, night vision. Actually, night vision equipment might be nice. Allows you to see more clearly in the darkness. Placed in equipment grid. Equipment grid. I mean, I can hold it. Nope. 2020, 1020, 40, 30, and so on. How do you access the open character screen E? No. Like this is not your character screen, it's more like your inventory, right? At least now we know how to do that. And this one says equipment grid. What is an equipment grid? Let's see. E? No. Equip. Is this how you write equipment? Yes. Toggle personal logistics requests. Alt and L. No. Grid. G-R-I-D. Pick up items on the ground. F. Make new upgrade planner. Alt and U. What is that? Alt and U. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. But there might be an upgrade plan in here. Yeah. Once you have construction of those robotics unlocked, you can get more of those thingies active. Interesting. Copy and paste as well. The shortcut requires the construction robotics technology. It's not that the shortcut requires it. It's more that in order to finish the whole copy and pasting process, you would be advised to have robots on, because otherwise it's just a dead blueprint, a ghost blueprint. But it helps you to manage things first, as long as you like that, right? Because just building empty buildings doesn't get you anywhere near. Great. Yeah, let's just get the night vision thingy and see what happens. Wait a minute, where's the thing? It's slowly getting built, sure. What else we got? A portable solar panel, recipe, and so on and so forth. And the night vision cannot be used as armor. Right click? No. Shift click? No. Control click? No. Allows it to see more clearly in the dark. Okay, is it dark already? No. I think it's... in equipment grid. Dimensions 2x2. Equipment grid. And then there is different armor placed in... Oh, I need an armor that's slightly better. There are those icons down there. There's spiders, and then there's 3 types of armor. Both of them getting better and better and better. I need the modular armor. In order to make this, I need some advanced circuits, really. Problem is, there's no way for me to get advanced circuits in here, except if I would get them myself. Build them myself. But how many of them do I need? 30. The whole thing takes 5 minutes to be built. That is a wee bit long. A wee bit long. Do I have some supplies for those? Where's my car? Down there. Oh, wait. So let's see. Let's get like this thing. And a little bit more steel plates. Don't have that many steel plates. That is not good. And this thing is not producing anything. That's the only thing that produces stuff. Then, is there a way to access the additional steel? There is, but I don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. So let's just take all of these, and then we are going to rebuild the whole thing. There we go. So, I still can't do that yet. I need 60. How many of them did I get? Somewhere in the 40s. There's... Wait, F is the pick up item button, right? So maybe I can just pick up the items on top of the belt, so that they can just move on. So let's see. Okay, wait. Maybe there's another button. Pick up. Or maybe just up. Move up, zoom in, pick up item on the ground. On the ground. Drop or pick up or drop item stack. Left mouse button. Next clipboard. Make some other stuff. What is it? Belt. No, there is no pick up item from the item. Drop item. Pick up item. Yeah. That's great. Clone item. Right, so let's just see what happens. If we take this and drop Ron, right, we can either right click the whole thing, which is pretty much immediate. Wait a minute, there we go. Or we could press F. That's not good. There we go. Okay. Okay, we have to stand right next to it, I think. Ah, nice. Okay, so F means we pick up everything that's on the ground, and on the ground means exactly under the character, like this area over here. I press F, I have the mouse right over there, so it has nothing to do with where we point the whole thing. It's definitely a nice way of picking up items on belts, so that you are not wasting too much stuff. Whatever, let's just get the modular armor built, and sadly... the armors themselves don't turn into one another, right? So you don't take the light armor, turn it into heavy, turn it into modular, and so on and so forth. You always end up with a little bit of trash. Is there like dismantling? Maybe there's a dismantling thing in here. Let's see. Dismantling. Destroyer. No. Dis, not des. Dismantling. Distribution. Discharge defense. Distractor. No. There's like trash. Transmission. Transmission. Then there is refurbishing? No. Recycling? Recycling plant? Nope. Okay. Looks like you just end up with trash. Sadly. Whatever. Let's pick up all of the research material that we have. Also, maybe all of the batteries that were produced, which is not as many, but at least it does work. And now we know more about shortcuts in here, which is perfect. Let's take up all of those. It's time to go back. Whee! I don't know if moving by train would be much better or not. What was that? Oh, like every time you hear this ding sound, I always think that there's an alien attacking. But it's just the sound that these scanners do every time when they're finished. Yes, there we go, another one. And another one. And another one, and so on and so forth. And I definitely need to place those slightly more advanced ones here. Advanced circuits. But yeah, they need plastic bars. Plastic bars aren't in here. That's why I don't make them. Makes sense. I don't have the fuel available in there, so I need to move it. Whatever. Let's place all of the good items in the grid and let it rip, so to speak. Let's place all of that stuff in here. That stuff too, and we are good. And the rest just gets moved sideways. until everything's finished. Oh, look at that. The whole thing is congested, which means we are not wasting any more resources. That's a nice side effect. Ah, sweet. Really nice side effect. Oh. Actually, this is a very shitty side effect. Because we will not have enough red ones, because everything is full of green. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, when it comes to output, outputting items and so on, you would be well advised to not mix it with another output stream of another facility, so that they do not conflict with each other. Like this one here has conflicts all over the place, and those things only place it on the far side. Even if the inner side is, well, open, could be open, the whole thing just won't work, which is not cool. Definitely not cool. Okay, wait a minute. Let's just count how many of those lab buildings are not powered by the whole thing. I think it's like 5 of them. That means we can get rid of 5. Yeah, it's roughly 5, so we can get rid of those 6. And then the whole thing just won't be as bad. Now, what about the mods that we can do? We can have a nice mods in there. It's always 5, 5, and 5. Pretty neat. By the way, what about other mods? MOD, MO, and D. There we go. Okay. Efficiency. So there, yeah, 3 mods. Speed module increases energy consumption, but it also increases the speed at which stuff is happening. That's great. Then we have the productivity module, which consumes more energy, reduces a little bit of speed, but produces more. I mean, could you think of this as just conjuring items out of thin air? Right? But anyway, then there's also the efficiency, which decreases machine energy consumption. Minimum energy consumption is 20%. Okay. Oh, and the energy consumption of that is down by 40%. Where's the one before that? It's this one. This one is 30%. Okay. So you can have like 2 of those efficiency things. And then there's also level 3 of efficiency, which is 50. Okay. So you can't just really mix and match it as much as you want, because there's this minimum power consumption of 20. I actually thought that efficiency also works in conjunction with items used, and not just with electricity consumed, right? So this one just makes it go faster. This one makes it spew out more items. In this case, I don't know what to choose. Maybe in this case we just go for productivity no matter what. The nice thing about it though is that it seems to use up the normal what? Yeah, it just this is actually how the armor should have been created, right? That would have been so nice. Instead of making one armor every time out of basic stuff, you turn your old armor into the new one. That's pretty neat. That would also help add up additional items on your factory and so on. You can just expand it. Anyway, I wanted to get the armor going, and this is it. Right click to open. Ah, interesting. So let's see. Shift click. No, cannot insert modular armor. Armor slot is occupied. That's why I wanted to do that. So do we have... No, there's sadly no additional armor grid that opens. We have to right click this thing in order to open that, and then we have our armor. So the equipment grid size is like that. Now we can see in the dark. Perfect. And what else do we get? I wanna upgrade the character, just don't know what it can get. There's the personal stuff. Defender capsule? No. Belt immunity equipment. I mean, this is nice if you don't want to get pushed about, but we also don't get any boosts of speed if we walk on the belts. I mean, we can just move along the belt or like off of the belt. Portable solar panels. Now, what do these things provide? Powerful equipment modules. Wait, what? Maximum consumption 10 kilowatts. Oh. Okay. So, personal battery. 20 megajoules. I think that's a lot of joules. Maximum output 30 kilowatts. Okay. So we need to make this and that one. Interesting. We have to power ourselves a little bit. Oh no, I made a huge mistake. 1 and 1, please. So, there we go. Not 5. But it would... Oh, okay. Maybe I can get more portable solar panels. That's actually quite nice. It's almost like having your own combustion engine on your back and powering everything with it, like steampunk style. Flamethrower turret. Ah, yes. Consumption. Oh. Interesting. So it consumes all 3 of them all at the same time, or just anything, really? That is so awesome. If something comes up, then set fire to it. Right. Now, what do we have here? This thing can be placed right there. Do we have... Okay, solar panel power, 30 kilowatts. Then some storage down there. And now the whole thing can be fueled up. This thing uses up 10 kilowatts maximum consumption. Only in the dark, I presume. Let's just hope that this thing is not active when not used. Battery capacity, 20 megajoules. Shield capacity. Oh yeah, shield, sure. I can make a shield. This one uses up 20 kilojoules again. This is actually quite neat. I love that. Only question is, like, what other kind of equipment could we place on the character? We got a better personal battery, which... Okay. This one makes this available. And this one uses normal batteries. Yeah, again, it uses normal batteries and just turns them into better versions of themselves. That's cool. Personal solar panels. Yep. Is there something... What about the exoskeleton? Insert it into armor to increase movement speed. You can equip multiple exoskeletons at once. That is awesome. I think I'm going to make stuff like that. So the only problem is, why can't I make that? What do I need? Lubricants and engines and whatnot. Yeah, this thing is actually very complicated. And the personal laser defense. Insert it into to automatically fire at enemies. Yes! Yes. I need auto fire modes. Energy shield, MK and whatnot. Energy shield equipment. This is just better. And yeah, the personal robotics. Also, this has to be powered by it. Okay. So, I think what I'm going to do is just store a little bit more energy and also make maybe a few more of those. Really? You need a whole solar panel in order to make that? Jesus, that's long. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Great. Absolutely great. Okay. What kind of items do I not have by now? I need more greens, I think. So let's see. Thank goodness they are somewhat locked out. Let's just get all of those, let them fill up, and then we are good. And this one is just there as a buffer, really. Right. Won't take much longer, and it's done. So, what about the flamethrower thing? We have 20 in the bag, 100 on the weapon, and this is our... What is the 2013? That could be our power that's in there. No! Right click. At least the setup stays the same. It does not reset down to 0 if we fiddle with it. Let's see. Actually, I need a few more of those panels, not just those. Okay. Interesting. 20 megajoule. I mean, megajoule and kilojoule is basically 10 times as much as a kilojoule. Whoa. Sam Fisher mode activated. Pretty sweet. Now what about the energy used? Where do we see it? Where do I see my energy going down? 425? It goes up. The energy is going up. Now it says this. Oh, okay. Now we are turning into night mode. So the night vision goes on at night. all slowly before the night, and then the whole thing gets used up. Okay, we need a few more batteries though. This is not a personal battery. Let's make a few personal ones. So let's see. This one is just 10 seconds, and I think 5 of them can be placed in here. Let's just make 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Actually, how many do I have? Like 2, then I make 5, and then I need like another 3, basically. Right. Sadly, there's no, actually, yeah, there doesn't seem to be any shortcut for that, though. So let's place those down here, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then a little bit of room for an extra component in here. I think is there a better way for having, like, solar panels? Maybe there's a personal fusion reactor or something like that. I think there is. I think I've read this. Fusion. There's uranium processing. Then there's like, there we go, portable fusion reactor. Let's just get a fusion reactor. I mean, come on. And this one has a maximum output of 750 kilowatts in comparison to solar panels. Where are the solar panels? I need everything personal. Yeah, okay, let's look for personnel. Okay. It says personal. I don't think that these are the only 5 personal upgrades that you can get. It might be more than that. Anyway, this thing has a space use of what? Robot limit 10. Dimensions 2 by 2, so we have another 2 units usable. What about this thing? Portable. Okay, so either it's portable or personal. Can't they just use the same name tag for things that are used similar? I mean, it's portable because you put it on your character. It has to be used the same way. Then we have personal, right? Just call it portable or personal, whatever. Or maybe 2 words at the same time. A portable because you can pick it up, and a personal because it's put on your person. It's a portable personal robot pod. There we go. Then you can choose either for look either for personal or portable. There we go. Transport. Portable. Anyway, how much does this one take away? 4. Okay. Okay. And what about these things? Dimensions 1 by 1, 30 kilowatts. Huh. It's, I think, definitely a lot better to just go with a fusion thingy. The only question is, how is that one used? Provides power for equipment modules. Just like that. Poof, power. Okay, so this might be one of the higher level ones. Just like that. But for the time being, we're all solar powered. I mean, if you think about it, it doesn't matter that much if we either go for the fusion power, which is also solar power if you think about it, because this is how the sun is going. It burns hydrogen. Well, it doesn't burn it. Like, burning means it reacts with oxygen. But yeah, it basically fuses hydrogen together with another hydrogen and ends up with helium. And in this case, there is a power drop in the final product, and this drop of energy is then ends up coming out of it in form of radiation. And that again can be caught in another substance or whatever, and the whole thing can then power other things. That's basically what happens. You smash 2 things together and then they fuse, and the final product for some reason is lighter than the input objects, in this case lighter than the helium. Therefore the energy that's usually bound in terms of mass is gone. But it's not gone. It's gone in terms of it's just another thing and going away. Basically, it's similar to fission. The nuclear process. I mean, fusion and fission, they kind of sound the same. But fusion basically fuses stuff together, and fission breaks things apart. And the thing is, both of them tend towards helium, which is very weird. So helium seems to be one of the more stable products. But anyway, if you have like a lot of force that you can utilize in order to push things together, you can fuse helium into more heavier substances until you reach like iron or something. And then once you have iron, the whole thing is too heavy. The sun just stops going. The whole thing just gets heavier and heavier and heavier. And if it has a certain density, or if it has a certain... not density, if it has a certain mass already, then the whole thing can just crumble together and then go boom. And this is how you actually get all of the heavier substances that you can then use in order to, break them apart again. So everything slightly heavier than like iron also comes from a galactic supernova, basically. It's like stardust if you think about it. Anyway, where was I? Placing things in my inventory. There we go. This one gets placed. Bam, 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 bam. Now we are always powered. I mean, I think we slightly overdid it on that thing. Maybe there's... yeah, we also need to power the shield, of course, right? This one has what kind of... 2x2. Recharge speed, 12 hit points. Shield hit points, 50 per second. So that's a lot of hit points, I think. I could use it. As long as it's not getting attacked or anything, we're good. Of course, the belt immunity thing. Can you activate and deactivate stuff? That would be sweet. But anyway, I also wanted to get a personal robot port. This is a 4x4 building, so I can at least get one of these. Thank goodness I still have some of the red components there. Or maybe some yeah, I still have some plastics on me. Thank goodness. Always have a certain assortment of randomly chosen items, so you can craft stuff on your own on the fly. Basically, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right. Anyway, fission, fusion, it's basically the same stuff. Just go in two different directions. Actually, what you can try to do is maybe get heavier gold or something, or actually any kind of substance, maybe even carbon, right? But it would be better to have a certain mass in order to make it more unstable, because if the stuff that you try to break apart is not heavy enough, there's not enough force behind the whole thing that it could push itself apart. It still has a certain stability that you need to break a little bit. So you need an awful lot of extra neutrons somewhere, right? That's the thing. In order to make the fission work, you need extra neutrons. So you need some kind of thing that supplies the whole stuff. And how do you get a neutron out of things, right? The best way would be to just have protons. Which, wait a minute. Hydrogen only has protons. It's basically pure protons. It has no neutrons on it. So maybe with a little bit of trickery, you can turn hydrogen into pure neutrons and use them as a neutron gun or something to make things heavier, and then they just decay. But that would be a little bit wasteful when it comes to stuff, right? Because it just goes poof, and then it's gone. Whatever. Let's just take this thingy and place it all the way up. Wow. I miscalculated its size. It says 2x2, not 4x... A 4x4 grid is not like that. Wait a minute. Personal robot port. Where's the thing? Personal robot port, personal robot port, personal robot port. This is a 2x4. So it's 8 slots that are gone. And this is a 2x2. So again, 4 slot part. Okay. That would mean I would probably need to get rid of the night vision. Because you can still see things, right? I mean, it's just... The problem that I have with it is that it turns everything just pure gray, right? Not really gray, you can still sometimes see a little bit of color from it. But it definitely makes things more difficult to distinguish, especially when it's on the belt. See that? Like, this is still a little bit of red, but in the end, you you have a little bit harder time distinguishing things. It's still possible, but it's not cool. I would have loved for the night vision to not be that. I mean, it's too gray. Just get a little bit more color into it, and then everything's fine. I mean, you still have the UI in its natural colors, right? This is so weird. Look at this. Now we can look at it with the lamp. Do we have not night vision, but light? Personal light. No, we don't. Like, we can have night goggles, right? To see in the dark. But what we don't have is a radial way of illuminating our surroundings with some extreme forms of flashlight or something. The other way would be to just burn everything down and hope that this is enough. So, what am I gonna do with these components? I mean, they're just waiting in my inventory and just not doing anything. Whatever. This might be my power. Does it go up? Does it go down? Where does it go to? It can't be the storage because it's definitely... Okay, so this is our battery icon, right? Perfect, perfect, perfect. We have a decent amount of power available to us. That should do it. Definitely do it. It just depends on how much energy we utilize all the time. As long as we have a certain balance, it doesn't matter that much. We can just get rid of the items that are too abundant in there. Maybe the solar panels, maybe the batteries. Maybe I'm gonna get rid of the night vision, especially, just because I don't like the effect of it. But in order to make night vision really cool... Oh wait, you can actually craft light. Where was this thing? Down there. See that? It's a lamp. Maybe that's something like a personal lamp. Not a light, but a lamp. Lamp. Optics. So you have lasers. You have personal solar panels. But you don't have a personal light, which makes things bright. This is something that's a wee bit weird. This thing consumes, of course, energy. Very, very little. Don't want to make this stuff. But it would definitely help illuminate the surroundings a bit. In order to see at night. Maybe it would be the better way. Rather than using this stuff. Whatever. Let's end the episode right now. Because it definitely is a little bit too long. And the thing that we were most interested in, we already did. So. Let's place another one of those scanners in here. And of course power the whole thing. And I wanted to say... Let's end it for now and continue at another time. Until then, like and subscribe. Ta-ta!